Hey there, I'm Sopi and welcome to Sopi's Corner. As a friendly reminder, I am an attorney, but I am not your attorney. This content is for educational purposes only, and I am not providing you with any legal advice. Now let's talk about something that can make or break your business. The separation between your personal money and your business money. And I need you to hear me on this. Getting this right from day one is critical because what you do in those first few months will either set you up for sustainable success or push you toward desperation and predatory solutions that you just don't need. Look, I know starting a business can feel overwhelming. There are a million things to figure out, and managing two separate accounts might feel like overkill when you're just getting started. But here's the truth. Too many founders blur the lines between their money and the company's money. And this starts a domino effect that's hard to recover from. You see, it begins small, using a personal card for business expenses, paying a personal bill from the business account, or even borrowing money from the business to cover a gap. Here's what happens when you don't separate these funds from the beginning. Number one, your books get messy fast. When personal and business transactions mix, you lose all financial clarity. You can't accurately track profit, expenses, or growth. And without that clarity, you can't make informed decisions about your business. And two, your taxes become a nightmare. You'll spend hours untangling receipts at tax time. And if you're ever audited, it becomes even harder and more expensive to prove legitimate business deductions. Number three, your business credit never fully develops. You see, clean financial statements are what lenders and investors need to see your company's real health. Mixed funds make it look like you're unstable and unprofessional, even if your business is actually profitable. And number four, you become vulnerable to predatory lending. And this is where it gets really dangerous. When your finances are messy and you need capital to grow, traditional lenders won't touch you. That's when desperation kicks in, and suddenly those high interest merchant cash advances, payday style business loans, and predatory financing options start looking like your only way forward. And they're not. You see, getting your finances right from the start isn't about being perfect. It's about protecting yourself from making decisions out of desperation instead of strategy. So let's talk about how to do this right from the very beginning. Your step one, open a separate business bank account on day one. Even if you're a sole proprietor with no revenue yet, open that account. Every dollar that comes in goes there. Every business expenses that goes out goes there. No exceptions. Step two, get your business debit or credit card and use this card only for business purchases. Not groceries, not gas for your personal car, not your kids' school supplies. This builds a clear transaction history and help your business establish its own credit profile over time. Step three, pay yourself consistently and properly. If you're an LLC, set up a regular owner's draw, maybe every 2 weeks or once a month. If you're an S Corp, run actual payroll. And it doesn't have to be a lot of money. This structure shows lenders you're serious, it helps you plan for taxes, and it creates predictable cash flow. Step four, I want you to track everything and reimburse correctly. If you absolutely must use that personal card for business expenses, log it immediately and reimburse yourself from the business account within a few days. Don't let those transactions pile up. Preserve the integrity of both accounts. Number five, document your personal loans to your business. Now, if you need to loan your business money, and I mean actually loan it money, not just to cover a quick expense. Treat it like a real loan, right? Just write up a simple agreement that states, I, Mike the person, am loaning Mike the company X amount of dollars at X amount of interest rate to be repaid by X date. Sign it, date it, keep it in your record, because this protects you legally, it keeps your books clean, and it shows the IRS and any future lenders that this was a legitimate business transaction and not just personal money floating around. When you pay yourself back, document that as well. Step 6, keep clean records and review them monthly. So use in accounting systems like QuickBooks, Wave, FreshBooks, or even a detailed, organized spreadsheet. But here's the key. Don't just track the numbers. I want you to review them. Set up a recurring date each month to look at your profit and losses. Check your cash flow and your forecast every 90 days. This habit keeps you from being blindsided and helps make decisions based on data and not desperation. When you know where you've been and where you're headed, you stay in control. And then my final step 7, start building a business emergency fund. Even if it's a small one, open a separate business savings account and begin setting aside what you can. Even if it's $50 or $100 a month, aim for 3 to 6 months of operating expenses over time. This buffer is what keeps you from making desperate decisions when unexpected expenses hit. Your business needs its own safety net, completely separate from your personal one. This fund is your freedom fund. It's what allows you to say no to predatory lending and yes to strategic growth. So I've seen founders lose loan approvals because their bank statements looked like a personal budget. From DoorDash to daycare to Target runs, all mixed with their business expenses. And I've worked with entrepreneurs who thought that they were profitable, but they had no idea because they were paying themselves randomly and covering personal bills from their business revenue without tracking it. Here's what I want you to know. If you've already mixed things up, it's okay. Life happens. Business is messy. Sometimes you realize you need to start over, and that's not failure. That's wisdom. If your books are tangled, if you've been operating out of one account, if you've made mistakes, just stop right now and create the separation. Open that business account this week. Start fresh. It is better to reset today than to keep building on a shaky foundation. And here's the other thing I need you to hear. It is absolutely okay to grow slowly if that means you're growing sustainably. You do not need to take out predatory loans to scale fast. You do not need merchant cash advances with that 40% interest rate just because an Instagram ad made you feel like everyone else is raising capital and moving faster than you. Slow and steady is not a weakness. It's a strategy. If your revenue can support your next step, then you take it. If it can't, wait, build, strengthen your foundation. Don't let desperation push you into financial decisions that will trap you for years. Remember, clean books equal strong businesses, and strong businesses are built on discipline, not speed. Protect your future by separating your finances today. And if you need to start over, then do it. Because clarity builds confidence, and confidence builds capital. And sustainability beats speed every single time. So subscribe for more Straight Talk, because next week we're talking about marketing and forecasting beyond social media. Because likes don't pay the bills, but data-driven strategy does. This is Sopi's Corner, where we get real about entrepreneurship. And remember, entrepreneurship is bigger than a dream.